My name is Crystal Gabbard. I'm with the Office of Patient Experience, and I'm excited and have the honor and pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Kathy Mott, who will be speaking to us today about resilience during a time of change. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Kathy Mott.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Woo! A lively group. I love it already. I am super excited to be here. How's everybody feeling? Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. I am here this morning to talk to you about something that's very dear to my heart, and that is resilience, especially resilience during a time of change. I work for many different organizations, and they're all going through change. Culture change, transformational change, strategic change, processes and procedures. We're changing. Previously, I was in healthcare for 13 years. I led a huge culture change initiative that would span over a period of 8 years where I would train 3,500 people. We moved from providing a patient experience, a patient service, to creating a patient experience, teaching everyone in the organization how do you engage the patient mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. That was a huge change. I coached 120 leaders, trained 3,500 individuals. How did I manage to do that? Resilience during a time of change. About this particular family, so I would say maybe 4 years, almost 4 years ago, I was on a business trip, traveling to facilitate a training for an auto parts supplier. The name of the training was 5 Behaviors of a Cohesive Team. And I traveled to Tennessee. I'm stationed in Michigan. And whenever I travel, once I arrive in the city that I'm training in, I like to treat myself to a very nice meal, because that's one of my self-care things that I do. I want people to good service, fuss over me, right? So the restaurant of choice happened to be Carrabba's this night. Great Italian food. I go in and order my favorite drink, which is lemon drop martini. And because I'm keto, no simple syrup, no sugar, give me Splenda. And I sit down and take a couple of sips from this drink, place my order, and I get a phone call from my daughter. And she is literally screaming and crying over the phone. We all have the ability to be resilient. And Dr. Newman said sometimes he'll forget to celebrate successes. He's looking at the next strategy or the next win. Sometimes we're resilient. Sometimes we show up in a fabulous space with the ability to bounce back, but we don't celebrate. We don't give ourselves credit for it. So each and every one of us has the ability to be resilient. However, we have to intentionally tap into it. And how do we do that? Emotional intelligence is the piece to the puzzle that's often missing. This self-awareness piece is being able to sit with yourself in the silence and listen to the value of your emotions. Somewhere in our lifetime, we grew up thinking some emotions are good, some emotions are bad. Emotions aren't good or bad, they just are. It's what we do with them that determines their value. I'll take you back to these 3 boys and update you on how their mom and these 3 boys are doing. So that happened almost 4 years ago. This is them today. They're doing fabulously well. They're in therapy. They have done some classes with parents, a group that supports children whose parents committed suicide. And then this single mom even finds time to have a night out on her own. She engages in self-care. So what will be your story of resilience? I invite you, write your story. You have the power and the ability to do so. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Kathy and all of our speakers today. Yay! Thank you so much. And you all have a great rest of your day.